I spoke to 10 plus MBA students who graduated from top tier universities like LSE, LBS, and even Harvard Business School because I wanted to ask their experience of being an MBA student. Why did I do that? Because I had the same question as you. Is MBA actually worth the investment? And the answer I got is completely not what I expected. So if you are wondering if you should spend 2+ years and $100,000 on an MBA program, then you want to keep watching till the end. Let's start with why people want to do an MBA program. So usually what happens is after 2 years of working in a full-time job, after you have graduated from college or university, then you feel like you want to kind of advance your career a little bit more and keep developing your skills. A lot of people think of MBA program as a stepping stone to achieve your next career milestone so that you can shortcut into the next pay grade that you have been thinking about, or you want to gain completely new skills in business. At least that was what I thought. At that time, I was thinking MBA could exactly help what I wanted to do in my career, and I even bought a book for GMAT. I actually did a GMAT test during my spare time after I finished my work on a daily basis. And then I realized actually this is a huge investment in my life and I want to make sure that I do it right. I don't want to rush into a decision. Therefore, you need to consider the time, you need to consider the investment. You also need to actually think about how much exactly you're going to get out of an expensive MBA program. And the best way to figure out this answer is actually to ask people who have already gone through the journey of doing an MBA program and get their perspective on how they thought about their MBA. To make this video easier to digest, I'm going to break it down into 2 sections: the good side of doing MBA program and the bad side. I'm going to mention the top 3 good things about doing MBA and the top 3 bad things about doing MBA, and I'm going to rank each of them based on how important they are. So let's start with the good side of doing an MBA. Based on what past MBA students have mentioned, the most important thing you are going to get out of an MBA program is the network. I know this might turn out quite surprising to you, but most of people that I spoke to, they mentioned that the environment as well as the people who are in the program are the most important thing that they have gained. Because usually MBA programs are highly selective and you might end up being friends or being, classmates with people who are going to be the next managing director of JP Morgan or the next startup founder of a unicorn company. And some past MBA graduates even mentioned that the network that they got is much more valuable than the curriculum. And because within a MBA program, you're going to get classmates coming from different industry or even different parts of the world. To have this level of high quality of talents, it is very hard to have access and let alone being friends or classmates with them. Then the second valuable thing you're going to get out of MBA program is the knowledge of business. Because the MBA program is designed to teach you any part of the business, including marketing, product development, human resource, or company management. So you're going to learn every single thing you can possibly think about within a business, or even to scale a business from a small place to a huge corporation. You're going to learn everything within this program. And this is particularly useful for people who are coming from non-business background, whether you come from engineering background or healthcare industry, and you're thinking of moving into more leadership position or to have more business skill, then MBA is really a good comprehensive program for you to get to learn all different types of business knowledge, as well as the experience that a lot of professionals have accumulated over time. And with your non-business background, if you combine it with, business knowledge, then it's going to give you very valuable skills that other people wouldn't have otherwise access to. The third valuable things about MBA program is actually the diversity and flexibility of your exit options. It allows you to switch from one industry to another and switch from one country to another. I have seen a lot of programmers, they want to go into project management role or they want to go into product management role. Then they use MBA as a way to leverage. And some investment bankers, they use MBA as a way to, launch their entrepreneurial journey. And sometimes your company might even sponsor you for the 2-year MBA program. They will pay for your fee, your accommodation, and everything living costs involved. So in the end, you will go back to the company and take a much more senior position into the management. Then after all the sweet vanilla, I'm going to show you the top 3 bad things that might put you off from doing an MBA. First is really the cost and time investment. A typical MBA program in the UK or in the US take roughly about 2 years. This is because the amount of teaching that are required, as well as sometimes you need to do an internship in between. When it comes to cost, to most of the people I'm talking about, let's say 80 and 90% of people, if you want to get into a really good MBA program, then the investment is usually 80 to 100,000 USD in total. We're talking about a huge investment that is going to be taken out of your pocket in one go or two. And even though after you have graduated from an MBA program, you will get much better job with higher salary, you might, go into the management of a company, but it might still take 3 to 4 or even longer to eventually make back the investment. Plus, you're essentially taking a stop for 2 years in your career to go back to study. The third thing is really the uncertainty around the ROI of the MBA program. So what I have heard from past MBA graduates is that some of them didn't regret because it really allowed them to jump from, one country to another, and some others actually kind of regretted because they realized they could have done it in a completely different way, and there might be a shortcut to their career rather than doing an MBA program. So if you already know where you want to go in your career, and if there's an alternative option to support you to reach that goal, then you don't actually have to do an MBA. So for example, if you're someone who is very interested in starting a business and you are probably planning already of starting a company at some point, then an MBA is probably not a good option for you. What you should do instead is really to take all the resources and then learn everything about entrepreneurship, talk to people, and even start your business already, because this might be a faster way than doing an MBA program. Overall, an MBA program is an excellent choice for you if you want to build a great networking business that you otherwise wouldn't have the access to, or if you're genuinely interested in, studying business, covering as much as you want, then an MBA program is for you because it allows you to learn literally everything and get lots of professionals and a lot of mentors in your way. And it allows you to learn from people who have started companies, who are very successful in their business, and to really tap into these resources from top tier mentors. But at the same time, you do need to think about the time and cost involved in MBA program. And if there's a quicker way to achieve your career goal, to achieve your dream, then MBA might not be a necessary step for you. Now, if you haven't checked out my other videos, this one is going to tell you the top 10 things that if you do, that will guarantee for you not to get a job offer. I hope you enjoy the rest of my YouTube videos, and I'll see you next time.